Hey guys, this is Monami Frost, and today I am here again with my husband Enrique.
Hey.
And we're going to talk about his piercings. My piercings video had a lot of great feedback and a lot of people requested it, and a lot of people have been asking about my husband's piercings as well. So we thought that we should film this video because my husband actually has different piercings in different places and everything's different, so we can chat more about your piercings.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll just ask like some basic questions, like what always people ask about piercings.
I guess. Do you know some basic questions?
Yeah, like well, like how old were you when you got your first piercing?
All
Stuff
right.
like that.
I was 14 when I got my first piercing, and it was side of the lip right
Yep.
here. Oh no, actually it was my like navel, belly button.
Belly button?
Yeah, yeah.
Seriously?
Because I was too scared to pierce anywhere on the face, because just in case like my parents freak out. Maybe it was around 13.
Yeah.
And I pierced my belly button.
See, I find something new.
Yeah, really. Yeah, I did it. I just remembered.
Yeah.
I pierced it and I used the sewing machine needle.
Yeah.
Do you know how it looks like?
Yeah, I do.
I remember it was really hard to pierce because the needle wasn't really sharp at all, and I was like piercing it, and instead of piercing, because I couldn't afford any piercings or there was no shops at all to buy any like real jewelry, I just used some earring to put in. Earring, yeah.
I used earrings as well.
I used some earring and I had like infection from it because it was like cheap metal or something.
Yeah,
And
this was short as well.
No, because I used the round one. Instead of like, I used the round one, and
Yeah.
I got some infection there, and I was like, oh god, this is bad. But I think I kept it in the end pretty long, for like 5 years or something. But I changed the jewelry later on. I got some piercing, and I put it there. And
that was like
it was alright.
how long ago?
14, I was.
16 years ago. That's a long time. Yeah. You had a lot of piercings. We should
Had
put
quite a
some
lot.
like pictures of you like with lots of
I
piercings.
can try to dig
That'd
some
be
out.
really
Yeah, I can
cool.
try to dig some out. I think on my face and all, I had maybe around 20 piercings. Not at the same time.
Oh, that is.
At the same time, maybe I had around 10, 11, maybe.
That's a lot. I think I had like loads of piercings as well, about like 20 or more, like 30. Because I pierced like.
Altogether.
Well, yeah, because I pierced them like in the same places like a couple of times.
Oh yeah,
I
but that
took them
doesn't
out.
count. I'm thinking about the same.
Yeah, but then again, you're like getting a new piercing kind of in the same
if
spot.
it's happened, especially if it happens after a year or so,
Exactly,
it's
yeah.
like,
So
yeah, I
that's
got new piercing.
that's the way how I did it. But yeah.
Yeah.
Which one was your craziest piercing? I don't know. Like
Crazy.
the weirdest place or something.
I think the weirdest place was over here. I don't know if you guys can see there.
Yeah, it's
There's like a scar. I pierced it like
vertical?
that. Yeah, that was like vertical bridge. It didn't really heal because there's like just
grew
no
out.
skin at all.
Yeah.
It was starting to grow out, and I just took it out myself. First it was steel, but then I put like flexible one, so it's kind of a little bit more takes the shape, but still it wasn't really. And the idea I got for that one was from bmezina.com, bme.com.
Yeah.
They had like a lot of different categories of piercings, and they had one unusual one where there's like a lot of photos with unusual piercings, and the logo for that was like a vertical. So I was like, yeah, this is pretty cool. So I got that one, and I got horizontal and vertical at the same time as well.
Yeah. Did you pierce them yourself?
Yeah, I pierced everything,
Everything
every piercing myself except like ear piercings. I actually got like my ears pierced when I already had like maybe 13 piercings or something.
Who pierced your ears?
One my friend at some party, Hybers.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, he pierced both of my ears. I was quite scared to pierce ears. I don't know why, but then I wanted the like tunnels, of course,
Yeah,
and
that's why you pierced them, right?
yeah, I pierced them just to stretch them.
Right.
I think we pierced and I stretched them straight away to like 3 mil or 4 or something.
Right. What was your most painful piercing?
That was the one right here, like on the count.
Right,
punch,
yeah.
or like
that's the punch.
I don't even know the
name
for it
place.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it like punched straight away from nothing to 8 mil, and we got it like kind of for experiment. I wasn't doing that myself as well.
Yeah.
That someone else did it, and that was first time she did it. And then when I got it done for like 1 second only maybe, but that was like the worst pain of my life. I think I still remember it. It's like crazy. I thought like I'm gonna die. I thought we're gonna go to hospital. They're gonna chop my ear off or something because there's loads of blood and that pain just was killing. I'm really like stressing out always about like
like when he like
when we were dating few months, like I pierced like both of the dermal
anchors
for you.
like right here.
Yeah,
Like
kind of
moving a lot,
yeah.
and there's like not a lot of skin as well. So yeah, they kind of grew out, and then I just like took them out myself, ripped them out somehow.
And when we did it, like I pierced the first one, right?
The
I
first
picked
one,
out.
I think, yeah.
When we did it,
It was just like a lot of bleeding, and he was freaking out, and I was just like so excited and laughing.
I was like trying to stop the blood, and it was like, oh damn, it's not even working.
He's like super like worried about everything.
I actually was doing some piercing in studio as
Yeah,
well.
actually,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was actually like my job for a little bit of time. Firstly, I started like doing them myself on myself since I was like 14 already, and then because I had so many piercings, like other people started asking me, oh, can you do my piercing, you know, because obviously you know what you're doing, and I was like, oh yeah, well, we can do, yeah. And I was doing them, as I can remember, I did most of them for free as well at some parties, or even on street I did a few of them, but I had like gloves with me, like all kit.
Pro.
Yeah, I had like a backpack always with me, like I still have.
Yeah.
Don't leave a house without backpack, and in the backpack I had like all like clean gloves and like piercings and sterilized stuff.
You were like all pro. I used to do that too, but I didn't have anything like.
I wasn't doing it for a long time, maybe a year or something.
Yeah, well, I did like too as well. I kept like carrying like with me like needles, a lot of piercings, and some like alcohol for sterilization, but I didn't use any gloves or anything. So, and I pierced like in parties, like some of my friends and everything. But yeah, you went pro. With,
yeah,
like,
and then I was
gloves and
working
everything.
studio and I was doing piercings as well. Yeah, not for long as well, 2 years maybe.
Yeah.
I was tattooing and also doing piercings.
Yeah.
That's how I started. Like.
And then you had your own dermal anchors as well. Yeah.
Those ones I didn't do myself as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Always forget about dermal.
They were like forever in my face. I was so tired of them. Always like you catch somewhere when you're washing your face or when you're taking like t-shirt off.
They were like in forever, yeah. And then like one day we decided that I'm just gonna cut them out.
Yeah.
So I was just like I just used the piercing needle and just cut it out. Right. What
and
else?
Those ones I didn't like because you can't get them out and kind of I don't know. I just get that feeling when you like with these ones I can easily like leave them on for like 10 years. I don't care because any second if I want I can take it out. But if it's there and you can't take it out, it kind of messes with my head. I'm like, oh, I want to get rid of it, or at least like take it out for like one day or something, but I can't. And then I didn't really like
weird
that.
feeling. Yeah. Talk about your stretch.
About all my stretch stuff, yeah. Because I used to have like only piercings, nothing was stretched, and then I started stretching ears, and I had like 2 tunnels on this ear. There's still some holes there, yeah. And like one on that, and then I stretched my septum as well. Yeah, you had like 8 mil there.
Yeah.
Still have tunnel there. That took forever to stretch, and it was really painful as well. I pierced it, my septum myself. It's on an angle because, like, of course, I was like young and stuff. Every time I stretched like bigger and bigger, every time it kind of crooked, more an angle, and now it's kind of like that at all.
Yeah, I remember I tried to stretch my septum, but like, cause I pierced it as well myself. I tried to stretching and tried to like put it, I don't know, from like 2 millimeters. I tried to put on in like, I don't know, 3 or something, and it was terrible. I just couldn't do it. It just like wouldn't go in.
Yeah, I need to use stretchers. I used always like long stretchers. The longer stretcher you have, the easier it will be. I think stretching wasn't that bad when it actually went through. So the healing is pretty bad because when you stretch it kind of rips a little bit there. Well, it did in my case, and the healing was really bad. Maybe 2-3 weeks you can't really wash your face or touch your nose. It just hurts so bad. And you can't do anything with a piercing with it. Like, I don't know.
And about that one, the punch one.
That took like around a year to heal, and it was always like a little bit infected and really painful, and like I had so many problems with it. And if you take it out and to clean it up, you just can't put it anymore back because it just all swells up, and oh, that was nightmare. I thought I'm gonna lose the ear as well at a few points.
Of course you did.
And at one point I asked my mom to put it back because I just couldn't put it back anymore. I took it out to clean because she was like, oh my god, clean it up. And then when I took it out, I couldn't put it anymore back. It was just crazy, And then I asked her, can you please put it back in? And she wasn't happy about that, but she still did it. Like, and now it's all healed and nice,
What about your bridge? That's the most interesting one.
Yeah,
like,
big bridge.
People keep asking about it a lot because it is an unusual.
It's pretty unusual. I've seen it a few times.
Yeah.
I think I've seen it in Apocalypto movie.
Yeah, you got inspired.
Yeah, I got inspired. They had like some of them had there, but few guys had it even there, stretched ones. I don't know if you've seen that movie, guys, but if you haven't, it's like amazing.
Yeah, it's an amazing.
And it's like mind blowing. Yeah, it's like one of my favorite movies, definitely. And then I just stretched that one. I did it really slowly, and it was quite easy to stretch one. Probably one of the easiest piercings I ever stretched. It's only more like uncomfortable feeling than actually pain or anything. But I went really slowly and really carefully, only like 0.5 millimeter at the time, because I didn't want to like rip it or something, and I didn't want to get it infected because it's right in the middle of my face. Now even if I take it out for a week or something, it's still there. Yeah, I think it's 4 mil. 4? Yeah, 4, or maybe even 5. Actually 5.
5 maybe. Yeah.
I could go bigger, I guess, but I don't know. I'm not into the piercings anymore at all.
Keep talking about trying that you want to take them out all the time.
Yeah. Actually, like nose, I didn't pierce myself. So I haven't pierced, like everything what I have now, I almost haven't. And this one, you pierced it for me.
Yeah. Oh. We pierced
You pierced it with the large needle, straight like I think we did it at the same time.
Yeah, we did it at the same time.
You started stretching yours and I started stretching mine.
Yeah, I pierced myself first and then I pierced yours a little bit.
But I had it before pierced like that. It was like vertical lip pierced. No, firstly I had it pierced like normal, like labret. Then I had it like vertical labret, so like it was like going all the way through there. And then I took that one out, so it's all like scarred. All my lip is inside still, you can feel it all inside. And then when we pierced this one, it was through a few scars with like larger needles straight away, because
you could feel it when I was piercing it. You could feel it how it like goes through scar tissue.
It was so bad.
Right. And then you
stretching that one, that was pretty hard. Yeah, I think because yours were really hard as well.
Yeah, well, it wasn't that bad, but
I think on pain level it wasn't that bad, but it was just really hard, almost impossible to stretch. I always thought like lip is really kind of squishy and flexible, and I thought it would be same like ears, but no, it was like definitely the hardest piercing to stretch, because you need really push it to stretch it through. But maybe that's because I had those scars in there and just kind of were stretching the scars.
Yeah.
And healing sometimes were pretty bad with this. Originally I stretched it with a round PTFE. I stretched it till about 12 mil, and then when I bought oval one, it kinda, when you push that oval one through, it kinda, because your hole is like round, and then it needs to get that oval shape, and it kinda like needs to get used to it, so the lip swells up like crazy, and that was crazy. Yeah, I think it was for about 2 weeks.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Really swollen and really painful. Couldn't eat anything. I don't know why people do it. Almost every day I think I would take it out. Maybe it will need be stitching now.
What kind of places have you had piercings?
I had like 6 in my lips, and then I had like underneath my tongue. It's still there as well. The hole is there. I have
it's just like the smiley. You can put it in properly.
Yeah, still there.
Yeah.
And that's stretched actually. At one point I had like 3 piercings there or something.
Did you have your tongue pierced?
No, I was too afraid to pierce it. I've always wanted it, but it just freaks me out, the tongue.
I remember I pierced like 4 or 5 times. Took it out and pierced again myself.
And then I had septum, and then I had like eyebrow, and I had like a horizontal eyebrow, like that pierced as well, and that grew out and I had a scar there.
Yeah,
I don't know. Then I had like those 2 bridges, both, and then those dermal anchors.
Then you have
I had these 2 as well.
Had forever as well. What else?
Maybe I didn't have that much piercings, like I think, you know, that was so long ago.
Yeah.
My memory making them up. Stretching ears were easy. I had 36 or 37 mil. The ears were pretty easy. They're always painful every time you stretch. It always like hurts to sleep and stuff. I think at one point, I think we were a little bit drunk with my friend, and we decided we got some like weird tunnels, not even like the real ones. Found some metal things to put inside your ears and stuff, and he had that great idea to make the taper from like wax candle. We like got a few candles and kind of like made it like in carrot shape, and like burned it all with like lighter and stuff, and then like tried to stretch our ears with that, and I think we did a really bad job there, and both of our ears were bright red and infected, and we couldn't sleep, and like in middle of nighttime we were both holding our ears in like glass of ice water because we just thought we were gonna die there again. Like, so had a really bad experience, and guys, just don't do anything yourselves at home. Like, go to studio and do it all like properly. I didn't really have that option myself when I was growing up.
Nobody talked to you as well. Nobody talked to me about it.
I just didn't have no information about it, and also there was no shops, there was no eBay, no internet. Well, there was, but I didn't have anything.
Yeah, you didn't know about it.
I didn't know about anything, so I was doing all DIY, and I wouldn't do it again. I wouldn't suggest to anyone, and that was like crazy. That's about it, yeah. If you're thinking about piercings, if you want to do some piercings, just check out the internet. There's lots of like probably forums and informations about it and everything.
Go to a professional piercer,
definitely.
Don't do anything at home.
Check out their portfolio
Exactly,
probably
yeah.
before. Don't just walk in the first studio you see sign piercing and don't just run inside and get something done. You know, check a little bit research, check out what feedback they have or what recommendations, ask around your friends who have maybe piercings and stuff, and hopefully you'll get good piercings and not gonna suffer like us, you know, and stuff.
Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you found out something you wanted to know maybe about my husband's piercings or about piercings in general.
A little bit about you too.
A little bit about me
Secret
too.
information.
Something I forgot to mention in my videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and we will see you guys next time.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.